recorder, please wait.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
Who's recorder again? I don't even remember.
Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Those betray Allah, 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 Allah. Quark is nice. All for Clover. Just Quark. Quark's the only one who has something.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Thank you, Sigma.
You need to thank me. I just did what I promised I'd do. Anyway, thank you too.
It was nothing. I also just did what I promised to do. Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch.
Yes, it is. I hope we'll get to pair up in the next round too.
Because I'll choose ally?
Yeah, you're an opponent I can trust.
If we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way.
Oh, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose Betray? I've already chosen Ally twice.
You're right.
So let's choose Ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good?
Okay.
Come on, why do you look so sad?
Well, it's just... there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Oh, yes.
Still haven't found Quark either, huh?
That too.
Still, Quark's VP is 9 now. Technically, he's 1.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
Why did you tell me all that stuff for?
I know, right?
Were you just lying?
No. Everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it. It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved in all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah.
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
Yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
Miyoshi didn't respond, just turned and walked off toward the magenta door. Clover started to follow and pulled up short. She spun on her heel and headed off toward the cyan door instead.
What just happened? I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore.
Yeah, I know. But then she chooses Ally? Miyoshi must have said something to her before the last round started, but what? I'm trying to think of it. Didn't you choose Ally too?
Yes, I did. Fi put herself in a situation where choosing Betray would be unwise. If she had chosen Betray, Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than her desire to protect herself with Betray, and so I voted accordingly.
That was her guarantee?
Yes.
Then why didn't you choose Betray? You'd be walking out of your 9 points right now.
It's because you promised, right?
Yes, that too, I suppose.
There was another reason?
Yes.
What was it?
It's difficult to explain. I suppose you could say I felt a connection.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Fi was somehow similar to me. Something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, I suppose.
Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit.
Fi.
Besides, you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you permission. And I don't remember doing that. You're acting like we're pals or something. Kinda skeeves me out, to be honest.
What the hell, man? He did you a favor and now you're gonna give him shit for it?
You chose Ally too. Didn't you do that because you trusted him?
Not exactly. I just made him trust me. When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard.
What?
Liar. Did you really think that would be enough to convince him? I mean, if you were wrong, then he could have escaped and left you behind.
What are you getting at?
Well, I'm just thinking that maybe you felt some kind of connection to him too.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't even seen?
Tell me.
Shut up.
If we could change the subject, where did Dio go?
Yeah, that's a good
He
question.
must have been here for the results.
Oh, I saw him leave. He checked the results and then left through the yellow door.
So where did he go? Yellow door. Suddenly the warehouse is filled with the groan and clang of metal doors grinding shut.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as you want, huh?
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Oh, yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm magenta pair.
Me too. Looks like we're pairing up again. Better than getting stuck with Dio, I guess.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm a yellow pair. What about you, Luna?
I'm a solo, but I'm green.
Wait. Green?
Yes.
Hold on a minute. Weren't the colors for the first game red, green, and blue? And we used those colors to open the magenta, yellow, and cyan doors, right?
Yes, that's right.
And then the next round we had magenta, yellow, and cyan bracelets. And opened the red, green, and blue doors, right?
Yes.
This time we've got magenta and yellow pairs, but also a green solo. What color doors are we supposed to open?
And where are they?
Well, we need to check the other bracelets before we make any decisions.
Yes.
That means Dio, Tenryoji, and Clover.
And Quark.
We'll need to check Alice's bracelet too. Anyone could just pick it up now.
I will try and find the remaining people and their bracelets. Quark will be my first priority.
I'll come with you.
Very well.
I'll go check on Alice's bracelet then.
And don't forget to, retrieve it. We'll likely need it to get through the chromatic doors.
Right. Sigma, can you come with me?
What? Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna have to see her again. I feel sick just thinking about it.
Shouldn't we decide on a time to meet up? Just in case? Let's see. When do the doors open?
An hour and 20 minutes. We still got quite
An
a while.
hour and 21 minutes.
Then let's take half of that. What do you say we all meet back here in 40 minutes?
40 minutes. Sounds good. Kay Luna stepped through the magenta door and out of the warehouse. Hey, you don't think Kay's the killer?
Maybe.
Maybe. But if he is, then Luna's in danger.
Maybe.
Damn if
You're
I...
not one to talk. I didn't see you stopping her.
Well, yeah, but I just had this gut feeling that I could trust him.
A gut feeling, huh? Sure you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend? I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure.
That's not
Are you
it.
sure?
Yeah.
Have you considered that it might be Luna?
No, that's not possible.
Why not?
Because we really didn't need a knife to kill Alice. When we played the last round, Alice's VP was 1. Luna was playing against the 2 of us. All she would have had to do was convince us to vote Ally, and she would have killed Alice Caesar.
She would have just had to pick Betray.
Exactly.
But if she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it? We'd probably have tied her up or locked her away or something. Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen Ally. The only way to get an ally vote from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or trick her like I did with Dio.
So what, you're saying Luna's the killer?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the possibility exists. Even if she was, I don't think we'd need to worry about Kay's safety. He's got a full suit of armor. I'm betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check Alice's bracelet.
And it's gone. Over. Hey, come on, don't run away.
Run away?
Well, it sure looked like you were trying to get away from us.
I wasn't running away, though I just don't want to talk to you.
Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Look, running away isn't going to do you any good. Don't you want to find out who killed Alice? Oh, you're not gonna be able to figure that out unless you talk to people.
I don't need to.
Why not?
I already figured out who did it.
Was
I
it?
can't tell you.
Why not?
You might be working with them. Both of you could be in on it.
Oh, come on, of course.
Forget about it. There's no point. Doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover. How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too. Before she...
What was it?
Why don't you figure that out yourselves? Anyway, I gotta go.
Hey, wait, Clover. Well, there she goes.
What's
Shit.
wrong?
I forgot to ask Clover what color her bracelet is
Oh.
now.
Really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pear.
You saw
Yeah.
it?
Snuck a peek at it when she ran by. And it looks like Alice's is a Blue Solo.
She reaches down and casually picked Alice's bracelet up off the floor.
I'll hold on to this.
Yeah, good idea. I wonder what it was that Clover noticed.
You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening?
Fine, what did Alice notice? I didn't answer. Instead, she knelt down and began to examine Alice's body. What are you doing?
I'm investigating.
What are you investigating?
What does it look like I'm investigating? I'm looking for any clues to what she figured out before she died. Huh. Found something already. Have a look.
If I held something out, it was a handkerchief stained reddish brown. Is that blood?
Looks like it. It's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on her since before she died.
If it's not hers, whose blood is it? The old lady.
Maybe.
Do you think Alice killed her?
Who knows? She could have just found this somewhere for all we know.
Do you think she figured something out from this handkerchief?
Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. So, time we moved on. We need to figure out what Tenmyoji and Dio's bracelets have changed to.
Yeah, we need to find Quark.
Yeah.
Let's take the blue door then. We should be able to get to the room Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover went to that way.
Sounds good.
It says rec room. This is the only door that's unlocked.
Yeah. So this is where Tenmyoji's team went.
I'm going to open it, alright?
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't need to keep asking permission.
Okay, okay. Rec room. Tenmyoji. I'm guessing from your face that Quark is still missing?
No sign of him, huh?
Happy?
What?
I'm asking if you're happy Quark's still missing.
No, of course not. Why would I be?
And then does it hurt? Huh? Are you so terrified about whether or not he's safe that it feels like someone's got your chest in a vice? I didn't think so. Quark's got 9 BP. If I find him first, I might make him escape. So it's better for you if I haven't found him yet. Am I wrong?
Tenmyoji, what's going on here? This doesn't sound like you. I know you're worried about Quark,
And
but
just what the hell do you know? He's all I've got left. If something happens to him, I'll...
Tenmyoji,
It's all my fault. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I never should have brought him here.
did you say brought?
Yes. Zero made me an offer.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you and Quark were abducted like the rest of us.
You mean you came here voluntarily?
Hey, answer me. What the hell is going on here?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets?
Why?
Please, just do it.
Fine, I looked at one another. Neither of us knew what was going on, but there was no reason to refuse. We shrugged and did as we'd been told. And suddenly... And the blink of an eye, Tamioji had pulled some kind of can from his pocket and sprayed both our wrists with it. Hey! What the hell, man?
Calm down. It's not going to hurt you.
Is this some kind of chemical?
Yeah, I found it when I was searching this room.
He walked toward the door and flipped the light switch.
Good work. It's dark now.
Show me your bracelets again.
That stuff you sprayed us with was luminol, wasn't it?
Yeah. How'd you figure that out?
I guessed when you turned off the light.
Isn't that the stuff they use in cop shows to find blood and other stuff?
Yeah.
Why did you spray us?
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yep.
Someone mind explaining this to me?
Well, you know as much as I do now. I was just making guesses based on what he was doing.
Hey, Tamioji.
Sorry, but I've got to go. I need to go look for Quark.
No, I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. You dropped the real bomb back there, and I'm not about to just ignore it. What did you mean when you said that Zero made you an offer? Why are you here?
I can't tell you.
Why not? I don't really understand how, but you seem to have decided that neither of us is Zero Senior.
Yeah.
Then why?
You don't get it. I can't tell you no matter who you are. Right now, we might as well assume Quark is a hostage. Zero Jr. seems to be aware of everything that goes on here. If I tell you, he'll know. And then God only knows what Zero Senior will do. Please, I'm asking you. Put yourself in my shoes.
I looked him in the eyes for the first time since we'd entered the room. I saw nothing but years of loneliness and regret. Before I could speak, he turned and left the room. Hey, can I ask you a question?
It won't do you any good. Whatever you want to know, I don't know anything about it.
No, it's not about what just happened.
Yeah? Then what is it? Oh, I see. You mean his bracelet, right? Chill, man. He's a Red Solo. I had a look while he was talking.
He's Han Solo? Oh, good job. That wasn't what I wanted to ask.
Well, what is it then?
When he sprayed us, you screamed, didn't you?
No.
You did. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure you did. Not quite so tough when you're scared.
Shut up. We've got stuff to do. Get going. Move!
Yeah. Where we go? The command doors. This?
It looks like another warehouse.
Guess there's one on this floor too then. Makes sense, I guess, as much when I saw the map. Floor A, floor B, almost exactly the same. Oh, man. What's that over there?
Probably more graffiti. There was one on floor A, too, remember?
Yeah, there was, but...
Never mind that. There's someone else here.
Is that
Looks like it. Let's go see what he's up to.
What are you doing here, Dio?
Oh, nothing. Just going with the flow, you know? And seeing where life takes me.
You don't seem to have any interest in searching for Quark.
Why would I? Do we even know he's really missing? Maybe the little shit's just off having nap time somewhere. So I figure, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Realize he's got enough BP to blow this popsicle stand and ditch us. That happens, it's all over. We'll be stuck in here for the rest of our lives. Which probably won't be that long.
First of our lives.
Yeah. Did I stutter? Or did you just forget? Zero Jr. told us, remember?
The number 9 door only opens once. Once that happens, it's all over. It was really 9 seconds, so be careful, you could get stuck.
Closer good, huh? I had to admit I'd kind of forgotten that detail, but if Zero Jr. had been telling the truth, we wouldn't be able to get out until we died. Oh, even if that might not be enough. We really just leave our corpses here there to rot. My stomach did a little flip.
So, what are you guys here for? Did you bring Fi here so I can kill her?
What?
Oh, really? You already forgotten your little stunt earlier? We're damn lucky Kate chose Ally. If he hadn't, he'd be hanging from that crane right now.
Sounds like you're getting a little desperate. Word of advice, Dio. That's not a smart attitude to have here. All you'll do is make sure that whoever plays against you in the AB game won't pick Ally.
You talk as if I give a fuck. I already know I won't be up against you two.
Why not?
Kay and I are the yellow pair. You guys are the magenta pair, right? Two pairs can't go through the same chromatic door. Simple enough for you.
How do you know our colors?
Kay told me. He was here a while ago. Speaking of which, Temioji and Clover were here too. Guess everybody misses my company. Anyway, that's how I know what everyone's colors are.
Just Kay by himself.
Yeah.
What about Luna?
Luna? Haven't seen her. Anyway, Kay and I won't be pairing with you two. We'll be taking the blues solo.
That's Alice's bracelet. But how did you know that?
Oh, come on. You really that thick? Look at the doors in front of you. These are the next chromatic doors.
So the next color is white?
Bingo. See that thing next to the door there? Looks familiar, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, it does.
I get it. You and Kay are both yellow. You can get yellow by adding red and green together. If you add blue to that...
Becomes white?
Exactly.
Magenta by adding red and blue together and then adding green to that gives you white? So that means Fi and I would need to pair up with the green solo, which is Luna.
Right.
That means the other three would be in the same team as before. Temioji, Clover, and Quark. We know that Temioji's a red solo, Clover's a cyan pair. So
The only one left is the other cyan pair. So we can assume that's what Quark is.
could there be any other combinations?
No. There's only one option this time.
All we gotta do now is wait for these white doors to open.
We've only got 5 minutes left before it's time to meet up with everybody else. We should get back to floor A.
Sorry, but I'm gonna stay here.
That's fine.
Moving around so much is a pain in the ass.
Nobody invited you. Come on, Fi.
Right. On my way.
Huh? Something up? Why did you just stop?
Well, you see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun?
Yeah.
It reminded me of something we saw earlier.
What do you mean?
Remember the graffiti on floor B? You remember what it said?
Memento Mori, right?
Do you know what that means?
It's Latin for something like be aware of death or remember death. I think it's usually used to mean we're all going to die someday, so don't forget about your own mortality.
What about the other part?
I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? If the ninth lion ate the sun, I mean, yeah, it's kind of nonsense, but... Oh, I get it. That's what the clock made you think of, alright? The sun and that something.
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Apart from the fact that it made no sense, not really.
Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were. I guess I have to do everything. Part of it was spelled wrong. Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong. It should be N-I-N-T-H. But the graffiti had N-I-N-E-T-H.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right. They just put an extra E in
Exactly.
That's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was like a kid who wrote it?
Maybe it wasn't a mistake at all. Maybe Zero put that E in there on purpose.
What?
Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise.
What?
Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death, that the ninth lion ate the sun. Huh.
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time. We should get moving.
Right. Huh. Kay and Luna aren't here.
Astute observation.
What should we
What
do?
do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident.
Yeah. Guess you got a point. Hey, where are you going?
Just want to check something really quick.
Check what?
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember? She was kneeling down, looking at something on the ground.
Right, yeah. What do you think she was looking at? Huh?
Find something?
Isn't this blood?
Uh-huh. Nice work there, Sigma.
I don't need you to pat me on the back. It makes you feel stupid or something.
The truth hurts. So, blood, huh? Oh my god.
I suddenly looked up at the ceiling. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at a metal crane. It was the kind you might see in a shipyard. The sort that moves along a metal track and has a claw to grab and lift cargo containers. So, what's the deal with the crane? What? Damn, gone again. Stop running around. Just tell me what you found.
I noticed something.
Oh yeah? What, pray tell, was
The
that?
same thing Clover and Alice noticed.
That's, can't you just tell me?
Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. It's the first thing you think of when you hear blood.
Vampires?
Yeah. This whole thing kind of sucks, right? Come on! This is no time to be screwing around.
You just asked.
I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady. Consider this for a moment. let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what?
Alice was looking at the handkerchief.
Right. What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a blood-stained handkerchief here? Or something along those lines?
And?
Did this belong to the old woman? It must have.
And?
But if it did, then who put it here? Or wait, maybe someone just dropped it, or they could have thrown it here.
And?
You want more?
You're almost there.
How long has this handkerchief been here? Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
No, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
Wait, when's the start?
You know, when we started? When you and I escaped from the AB room through the hatch on the roof? First thing we did after we got out and met everyone except for Clover and Kay was go look at the number 9 door. Spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms too. Yeah, I know we looked at this from this exact angle. Pretty sure there wasn't any handkerchief there then. There wasn't. Wait.
Huh. Finally figured it out, huh?
No way. The AB room moved?
Yeah.
Was that crane?
Probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
The body of the old woman.
And who was trapped in there when the nonary game started?
Well, it would have been the AB room on the right at first, so... Luna? Wah. For the third time, Fi walked off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began to milkman.
What do you think this is?
Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first, but I'm guessing you don't think so? Is that more of the old woman's blood?
Seems like it.
So Luna would have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room? After that, she would have moved the room with the body in it so that no one would suspect her? That would mean the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. So what about that handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was, which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief, and then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it. Then when the room was moved, it came out.
Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief?
Seems pretty likely. This is all just speculation, understand? There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, alright. For example, how would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? I guess it's possible she just wanted to hide the body, but we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far there have been 2 murders and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Do you think that means Luna is Zero Senior? Even if she was, though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. It's possible that she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be here, but if Luna's Zero Senior, couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? She'd have access to the entire facility. It's not all either. Let's say Luna moved the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She had to have known they'd be discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate that crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AV rooms all the way till we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. And we went down to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then the room must have been moved. Of course. Why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi. She couldn't have moved the AV room. We're her alibi.
Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? I didn't even put up a fight.
You're going to make me repeat myself. I never said Luna was the killer. Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was, which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Oh, you mean that stuff she said about what she noticed?
Right.
Hey, Five? I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this. Oh, we were supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here.
You're right.
Sigma. Phi. There you are.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have some bad news. Luna. Luna is dead. She's in room 2 in the crew quarters. The same room where Alice was murdered.
Interesting. It was the third time I touched the body and felt cold skin. I thought it might get easier, but it had only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to. My hands began to shake, and I tried to steady them as I pressed a pair of fingers to her neck to check for a pulse. Nothing, of course. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, the pupils dilated in what could have been terror. It felt surreal. Like I might blink and then she would sit up again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously and everything would be alright. I blinked. She lay there still dead and pale.
And I trust him.
Grief cracked open like an egg and rage clambered out, hot and angry and screaming. It clawed at the inside of my chest and pounded at the back of my eyes. I squeezed them shut and ground my teeth. My hands balled into fists so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and opened my eyes again in another breath. I stood up and realized Kit was talking.
I believe she was poisoned. See here. This device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an injection gun. You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger. It's kind of like the needles in these bracelets.
The drug they used is the same as well. The label on the vial says tubocurarine.
The muscle relaxant?
Yes. Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it. You see the mark on her neck. I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug. Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine, and it killed her.
What about the others?
Should I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get your story first.
What do you mean?
You left us, you and Luna went off together, right?
Yes.
But when we talked to Dio downstairs, he said he'd only seen you, not Luna. Why is that?
Luna and I split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all, and as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said. Or even if I had heard it at all, it seemed entirely possible that I had imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened. So, I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss. You can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room and found Luna on the floor.
So you're saying you spent a good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes. I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine. Her heart had stopped, so I attempted CPR. To the best of my abilities, at least. With this mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration.
Why didn't you
Because
tell
I
us?
had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time. I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately. As you know, even a short time without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. I felt time was of the essence. But...
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Did you see the killer?
No, I did not.
Yeah, 3 minutes to
That would have been plenty of time. When you leave this room, immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway. I assume they left that way.
Is there any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No. I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you. May I say something?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Luna, but there was something I wanted to point out. Look at Alice. Do you notice anything?
The weapon.
It's gone.
Indeed. The wound suggests a knife, but I doubt we'll know now.
Then did the killer
How would I know?
Maybe they took it before Luna was murdered?
Why are you asking me?
If they had it, why not use it to kill Luna?
Yeah, that would make sense.
What?
Sigma, if you were going to kill someone, which of these two methods would you use?
One gun.
This is hypothetical,
I would choose the injection gun.
right? Most people would choose that. The more you can divorce yourself from the actual killing, the easier it is to kill someone. There's a big difference between stabbing someone and injecting them with poison.
So you're saying they took the knife before they killed her?
No. I don't know either way. They could have taken it afterwards. There's no way for us to know.
Could they have done that in the 3 minutes before
It's
Kate
not
got her?
impossible. 3 minutes is longer than you think. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I don't know when they took the knife or whatever it was. We came here to get Alice's bracelet, and then Kay came by later. There was probably about a 30-minute window. Same person who killed Luna. Or it could be. There really isn't any way to know. And if we don't know, we really shouldn't try and draw conclusions. That could color our reasoning, and that's not good. Conclusions without any evidence are useless. So just forget any conclusions you might have come up with. Save that brain space for something more useful. Well, I think that about covers it. We clear?
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, We should tell the others.
About Luna, you mean?
Yeah.
We should go to the white doors then. Dio should still be there. Hopefully Tenmyoji and Clover will be there as well.
Yeah, good point. Once it's time to open that door, I'm sure they'll show up. Kay nodded and picked up Luna's bracelet.
Please, take this with you.
He held it out to me. I stared down at the bracelet. Felt wrong to just take it, like we were just using and abandoning her.
Is something the matter? You and Phi are the magenta pair. Without the green solo bracelet, you won't be able to open the secondary door.
I know. It's just...
Then...
He pressed the bracelet gently into my hand.
If you don't wish Luna's death to be meaningless, then you must survive. Or do you intend to die without catching her killer?
Right. Yes. I sighed and closed my hand around the cold metal.
Good. Shall we go?
Wait. Shit.
Did something happen?
No. Well, not yet. We might be looking at a worst-case scenario.
Excuse me?
God, what the hell is wrong with me? How did I miss this? I'm sorry. This is my fault. It's just... there was so much going on, I wasn't thinking.
What is it, goddammit? What did you miss?
Quark.
Quark. Oh shit! Tenmyoji's a red solo. Clover's a cyan pair. Quark's the other cyan pair. If he's not with them, they can't get through the secondary door.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. This is bad. And if they haven't gotten in by the time the primary door shuts, they'll be penalized. If we haven't found Quark by then.
Time. How much time do we have left? Oh no!
Let's just go to the warehouse on floor B. Perhaps Quark has already been found.
Oh, sure hope so. Let's move.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late. What the fuck were you thinking? You trying to kill me?
I don't know, Quark.
What?
Did they find
How
Quark?
the fuck would I know? I've been here. Look, forget about him. Where's Alice's bracelet? Which one of you has it?
What about Tenmyoji and Clover? Have they come back yet?
Look around, asshole. What do you think? Hey, pay attention. The bracelet. Do you have Alice's bracelet? Hand it over.
Vi pulled it out of her pocket. The face still shone with blue light. This had been Alice's bracelet. Vi's eyes never left Dio's as she carefully handed the bracelet to Kay.
Good. Let's go. Hey, what is this? What, you don't like this door? Fine, we can take a different one. As long as we're in the right group, it shouldn't matter which door we take.
That's not the issue.
Then please tell me, what the fuck is the issue?
Being a human being. 3 of us still haven't arrived. If we leave them behind...
Oh, come on! Now you're gonna grow a heart? If you stay here, you're gonna kill me!
But...
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
All right. Fine. I'll be honest with you. The truth is, I've got a kid. A baby. I was told that if I didn't win this game, my kid's as good as dead.
That's...
You have to trust me. I swear, it's God's honest truth. Zero told me to keep it under wraps, but I figure I don't have a lot of choice right now. I'll tell you more once we get inside. Please.
It's a lie. Don't listen to him. I wanted to scream Dio was obviously lying, but it looked like Kay was buying it. But he had to go in. Couldn't try and stop him. If I did, they'd both die.
You have to believe me, Kay. Please. If you won't do it for me, do it for my kid. If I lose, it's all over. Please.
Kay turned to look at me and Fi. Both nodded silently back.
I understand. Let's go.
Really?
Yes. I have one condition, however.
A condition?
Yes. But it's not for you, Dio. Sigma, I want you and Phi to go into one of the doors as well.
Huh?
Dio and I cannot be the only survivors. I would have the 2 of you join us. That is my condition.
Damn it. Couldn't make this easy, could you?
What do you say? The decision is yours.
No. You can't do that. You're asking me to leave 3 people to die.
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed. Is that what you want?
You can't just leave them behind.
Me either. I agree with Sigma. We can't just ditch them. I'm staying.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
I see. I suspected that would be your answer. You leave me with no choice then. My apologies. You have my sympathy. I wish there was another way.
Why?
Do you actually believe, Dio?
No, of course not. I only wish to save you. If I had not forced the issue, neither of you would have budged. Such is your character.
Okay, what are you
I
doing?
confess I am not entirely sure. I will think about it during the 10 seconds that remain. Goodbye.
Kay turned and left quickly, disappearing outside of our door. Fi and I lay on the floor, moaning, curled around our aching
2,
stomachs.
1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Not quite able to walk yet, Fi and I crawled out of the secondary door. The punch Kay had given me had been incredibly powerful, and my arms and legs still felt numb and tingly. Can you stand?
Yeah. Can we just sit here for a moment, though? My body's gonna be fine, but I think I need a little time to get my feelings sorted out.
I nodded and we sat there in silence. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their faces out of my head. Temioji, Clover, Quark. I hoped they were alright somehow. But I wasn't sure how much time had passed before Fi finally stood up.
We should go.
And that was it. She turned and headed for the end of the hallway, feet dragging as if she were carrying something heavy. It was a moment or two before I followed. Where are we going? Security. Ooh, security. Did you see the plaque on the door?
Yeah. It said security. The footage from the surveillance cameras might run through here.
Does that mean we'll be able to see what's going on in the rest of the facility?
I'm not sure. Right now, all the screens are dark. Even if we could activate them, I doubt Zero is just gonna let us watch whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm worried about them. We don't know what happened to Kay and Dio either.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do here.
Sequoia? Oh, crap. There's more. This must be the main monitoring station. All 9 of the screens are dark though. All the aren't powered up. Just like it. So how do we turn them on? What kind of a question is that? There's probably some switches or something around here somewhere. Hey, I shrubed it a little and it turned on. I don't think the rest is going to be that easy though. Look at the screen. Ah, looks like a login screen. We need to put in a password. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Password to person to go to the password. It's gotta be password. Password. Damn. What's the password? Let's look around a little more. Maybe we can find some kind of... Right. Speakers. Yeah, they look pretty normal. Screen's blank. Nothing at all. That's a pretty big screen, but there's really not. It's a chair. Yep, but it's red. This one's the same. I already touched it and it's ready to go. Yeah, it's showing the same thing too. I don't know if that's what. I wonder what this is. I don't know. Looks like a machine of some kind. Tall machine, no idea what it does. Hopefully nothing bad. That's pretty deep though. I guess it's more of a landing than a simple step. There's a Scion line along the edge. Where's the edge? The line running along its edge is blue. First step, an hourglass? Looks like the sand inside is red. Something's engraved on the top. Looks like a number 4. 4. What the heck does that mean? Oh good, the purpose of most hourglasses, I guess it means this is a 4-second clock. In other words, it will take 4 seconds for all the sand to run through it after you flip it. 4-second clock. I love a second clock. Oh my god, stop! Hourglass full of yellow sand has 11 carved onto its top. Huh. Do you think this does something? It looks weird, but I'm pretty sure they're just shells. So the shells made up of 8 hexagons. There are triangle wedges in between the hexagons. You should see the shells made up of 8 hexagons and 10 triangles. Is this a lion? It's a guy in his mouth. It's some kind of button, right? Looks like you can push it. You can barely make it out, but I think there's something carved on the surface. The sun? Wait, so is this the lion eating the sun? Yeah. Whatever. Right now we need to focus on getting out of here. I'm gonna push that button. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. Whoa. The lights turned off. Guess it's a light switch. Oh. Snap. Hey, check it out. It's all lit up. Yeah, pretty colorful. You think it's a hit? Maybe. Let's flip this one. Roll it up different shapes of different colors. I don't see anything else. Behind the wall is the button with the sun on it. It's mount. I'm gonna turn the lights on, okay? Yeah, do it. So far, seems perfectly normal. Try and close the light up and turn off the lights. Oh, no, there's this. Oh, there's a cool left. Switch on just like the other two. Looks like it. Oh man. So we got green, red, and yellow. And I got nothing. So I've got 9 switches. There's a little thunderbolt icon up here. My guess is these are a bunch of power switches. They're all red. Does that mean they're all off? How about you try and flip some of them? Did you hear something? Yeah, I did. Kind of a starting up sound. These are for security cameras. I thought so. Hey, what about Tomoyoshi, Clover, and Quark? Can you see them anywhere? I see just as well as I can. There's nobody there. LD or K either. Might as well take a good look at it though. Damn, nothing. The screen seems to be for a security camera. Can't see anybody though. Floor A, floor B, maybe room. Okay. The golem room, the rec room, pantry, the lounge, the infirmary, and the crew quarters. Letters on the front of the stuff underneath the red line. QMJYUBGJ. Letters on the step underneath the magenta line, they say CYKGLPE. Letters on the step underneath the persona line, they say TISC. Letters on the front of the step underneath the line, they say SGDQNY. Letters on the front of the step underneath the green line, HDGB. Yeah, that's what it says. The letters on the front step beneath the blue line, they say Estimas. So, just doing these one green or yellow. Green is ADGB. Did it work? Yeah, yes so. Good job. Keep walking. Sure, did you see this icon? The one in the upper left corner? Yeah. I wonder what this icon means. Well, there's only one way to find out, right? Okay, on it. Change the colors to the correct one specific things against triangles. Remember that you only have 4 moves to complete the puzzle. I think... Where's it? Just trying to make all the... Oh, you figured it out. Not bad. And my reward? Huh. Nice try. Looks like Zero's got something for you, though. I mean, this new icon. Alright. Huh? What was that noise? Nothing happened on the screen. Look up. The one over your head. Huh. I was you. It's not much of a sentence. It just says I was you. I was you. Alright, so the red one's still big one. SGDQNY. SGDQNY. Ha! This one's done too. Same results as before. Another icon up in the corner. Is that icon supposed to be an hourglass? Touch it and find out. Right. Determine the value in seconds for each hourglass and put on the blank. So if the value is a single digit now replaces 0 before it. So I know yellow's 11. Possibly. 4, 7, 11. Now, green. So it's 4, 7, 9, 11, 15. Ha! Got it. Not bad. There's another icon on the screen now. Yes, there is. Hey, look! The screen's changed. What the heck is this? There's a different word on each one. I guess we're supposed to shuffle them around until they make a sentence? How? Oh, look at the screen underneath them. It's got the same words in 9 squares. So I'm supposed to use that console to move the words around? That would be my guess. Okay, let's give this a shot then. Damn it. No dice. Gavin, get all to yourself. I'm just counting on you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Just counting. Alright, red is a big one. T-M-J-Y-U-G-J. That's too long to remember. I'm gonna write that one down. I guess we're gonna do something. Hello? What's up? Yeah? You hungry? What do you want? What do you want? I don't really want much because I already had so much to eat today. What do you want most? Or do you just want pizza again? Or what? J-U-G-J. what do you want then? Just done. Good. It's all of them then. Oh well, done. Would it really kill you to take that disdain down like 10%? Yes. Look at the corner of the screen. Yeah, icon. I've seen this icon before. It's just like the one on the other side. So that would mean change colors. So this one. Isn't it just like a circle? No, that's wrong. Tough. What is this one? Or is it these ones? I can jump shot, I can touch them. Yeah. They only turn like. Ha! How do you like that, puzzle? It's too early to celebrate. Check your screen. Got a new icon. What are you doing? This is just like the other one. Look up. Will be me. What the hell's that? It's not even a sentence. Will be me. Huh. I was you, will be me. She knows everything. You don't need some of these words. Huh? You think? I was you. Will be me. She knows everything is the bottom right. Ah, damn. Well, then again, I don't need the lights. I need the light, so I'm going to say whatever. So that Huh, so I thought. Yeah, looks like you got it. Good work. Nothing's changed though. Well, at least not here. Yeah, take a look at the screen up on the wall. Green, I got the exit one. This is good work, Sigma. I've been waiting for this. Safe password, huh? Yeah, let's go open it. I was like, where'd I put it? Oh, nice work. Look, the screen's changed. Different password this time. Sounds all the way down. This password's different. You memorized it? Yeah, I got this. Found a safe password. Sun's all the way down. I wonder where it's going. So what's up with this? I don't remember doing anything with that. Same safe as before. Probably open it the same way too. Just need to plug in the right password. Yeah, give it a try. Song. Completed. Excellent. It opened. Yeah. Secret. Last 2 more rooms now. I could have sworn I had more, but it's not. And last 2. 4B graffiti to Nox's 10 commandments. 4B graffiti. Memento Mori, if the 9th lion ate the sun. It appears to have been written in some sort of weird paint. Memento Mori is a Latin phrase that translates roughly to remember death, mortality. 9th clearly refers to 9th, which seems to have been spelled wrong, likely on first Y. Perhaps it's an anagram like the words on the wall on the floor A warehouse? If it is, what does this one mean? Hourglass. The hourglass displays in the background is actually a 4-second timer. It doesn't have much practical use except maybe for really impatient people. If you're at a restaurant waiting for your food to come out, for instance, hey, how long are you going to make me wait? I've already cooked this hourglass 100 times. Technically 100 times will only be 400 seconds, which is 6 minutes and 40 seconds. And saying 100 times is much more dramatic and therefore much more likely to get this desirable response from the waiting staff. Gentle points. Those are a measure of how much of a gentleman you are. Somewhere deep in the United Kingdom is an organization that tracks all gentlemen, determining their caliber based off an ancient and Byzantine collection of rules and guidelines. Every year during the spring, a representative of this organization conducts a cursory investigation of each member's behavior, or at least appears to, and then awards gentle points based on what they saw. Following formula is used: old ladies escorted across the street, times top hats times puzzles solved, times money given to gentleman tracking organization equals total gentle points. What? Knife. A small survival knife. It has Myrmidon stamped into the flat of the blade. Blade length 150mm, base width 30mm, base thickness 33mm. There's blood on it, but whose blood? 4B hallway locks. Several of the hallways on 4B use special locks indicated on the map by arrows. On the far side of each arrow is a lever. Pulling these levers will unlock the locks. Once this has been done, you can explore the entire area at your leisure. Ah. Oh god. Principle of causality. The law of cause and effect, specifically with the cause must precede every effect at the quantum level. However, things aren't quite as immutable. The principle of quantum superposition holds that any physical system, such as an electron, exists at least partially in all of its theoretical states or configurations, but when measured, gives a result corresponding to only one of them. A classic example of this is the double slit experiment, where light appears to behave as both a wave and a particle. One of the interesting implications of this is that, in a sense, you are influencing the past. By observing a system, you are defining the cause of an effect you witness, in a way altering the past. Normally, I would comment here that the quantum level is where shit gets real, but given the nature of this phenomenon, it seems like it would be more accurate to say that the quantum level is where shit gets unreal. Nox's 10 Commandments. Ronald Knox, a mystery writer from the UK, published the following as his rules for writing a mystery novel. 1. Criminal must be mentioned early on. 2. All supernatural or preternatural agencies are ruled out. 3. No more than one secure room or passage. 4. No hitherto undiscovered poisons may be used, nor any appliance which will need a long scientific explanation. 5. No one with extrasensory perception or similar powers can appear. 6. No accident must ever help the detective, nor must he ever have an unaccountable intuition which proves to be right. 7. The detective must not commit the crime. 8. The detective must declare any clues he may discover. 9. The stupid friend of the detective, the Watson, must conceal nothing from the reader. 10. Twin brothers and doubles generally must not appear unannounced. That was interesting. Alright, sadly don't remember what the second one, what the other one was. So it is sun, moon, sun. Opened. So it did. This card looks familiar. Different image though. Yes, one of the AB room cards. Well, I guess there are two of them, actually. These are the start keys that Nasser was talking about. And then we've got the same key as usual. Found the safe. Key I found at the safe. I should be able to use this to open the exit. Okay, let's get going. Lock the door, it says lock. I'm gonna open it, okay? You ready? Yes, of course I am. Get on with it. Alright. Here we go then. 3, 2, 1. You found it!
Wait,
What?
I just realized something.
What's
When
that?
we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are, what they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage. Are you following me?
Yeah. You're talking about the stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past? If they store that, we might be able to see it.
Yeah. I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. What do we do?
Leave that to me.
You know how to use this thing?
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See?
Modern video data. Modern video data? Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something.
That's a lot. No data. Wait. What the heck is this? Everything says no data.
Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here. That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
Damn. Oh, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
What's
You want to
this?
open it?
Yeah.
It says Golem status.
Column running data. That should be the system logs of those robots. I told you about them in the pantry room.
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Shoot. Everything here's been erased too.
Looks like it.
I guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a second.
What is it?
There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. Data available. I knew it. That golem we met is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Golem, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Yeah, but he said that what passes for a golem's brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled, his brain is probably still functioning. Can we see his logs?
Already on it. Here you are.
Then, try the one that says cash. These file names all just seem like random characters. Whatever. Just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is probably from right after Kate decked this. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Just watch. I got trapped. See?
Interesting. This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here. So, if we go back through these files...
Yeah, we might be able to figure out who the killer is. Maybe even who Zero Senior is.
Nice! Great work, Sigma.
Come on, I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. Besides, it's not like I really did anything. We started going through the rest of the files. The security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
Just leaves Tamiochi, Clover, and Quark. I opened my mouth to continue when that had happened. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. I staggered, my balance gone. I am supposed to hear that. What? Why is she talking like that? Chipmunk. Sounds like someone's playing a tape or her voice all sped up. What is going on here? Can't understand what she's saying. And why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. The hell is... Wait, could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow. So it just looks like everything is speeding up. Still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Vi, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again, and she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got a lost and found.
Your sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in. Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I think I must just be getting tired. Kinda surprised it didn't catch up to me. So.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
For just a moment I thought of Radical 6, but I didn't want to worry 5 if I didn't have to. Better just stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
What are you, my mom?
Fine. No more check-ins. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this.
What is it?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
When was this recorded?
See in a minute.
Up there on the right? That looks like some sort of time
Can
code.
you figure it out?
No, it's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Huh? Oh, it's K.
Yeah.
He looks at his wrist right here. Probably checking how much time is left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right?
Exactly.
And that would have been the white doors in this case, right?
Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that means what we're seeing here is K 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna?
Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Alright.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah. About a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, wow. That's the hours you used earlier.
Yeah. If I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and
Should've
that's
used
how
the
far
lever
in
second
we are.
one. Huh. Oh, someone's coming in. Luna. Is that Clover behind her?
Yeah. This is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? Oh no, it's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it?
Oh, what the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
I won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
Hey, they're gone. So I watched Clover move steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another? No, you said this was it.
Yeah. This is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah. This is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
When Clover left, they're still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio. He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. What's he up to?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it. Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
You're saying he was lying? He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse the whole time? He went to the crew quarters after we left him?
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
Whatever it was happened during this time.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, now he's left. It looks like he left in a
Maybe he
hurry.
heard a noise.
Like
The
what?
cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's Kay. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright?
Sure.
Alright, should be around here. One sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here.
There's Kay coming in from the bottom of the frame, and he's checking the time on his bracelet. Huh, so we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours, 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
Ran over the footage in my head. 0 hours, 1 minute, Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hours, 10 minutes, they both move out of frame. 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover exits the room. 0 hours, 12 minutes, Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. It seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. 0 hours, 13 minutes, Dio exits the room. 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds, Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. At this point, there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. 0 hours, 29 minutes, Kay enters the frame. He looks at his bracelet. It says 0:21, the remaining time until the primary doors open. There seems to be only one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... Can I save? The bad boy. Clover or Dio? Can't be Kay. Clover, Dio, Clover? Dio, Clover? Dio. I'll go with Dio. It's Dio. Dio.
What makes you so sure?
He was up to something in there.
And you think that something was killing Luna?
Yeah.
It's not a very strong argument.
Who do you think it is?
Right now, the most likely suspect is Clover.
Why? Luna could have still been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
That is true. This footage isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then she starts to look a lot more guilty.
What is that other thing?
What Dio said to us at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to go into the White Doors, right? You told him you wouldn't leave 3 people behind to die. What did Dio say to you?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He would only have said that if he knew that only 2 of us would be going through the door. Do you understand?
He knew that we had Luna's bracelet, which would mean he also knew she was dead, right?
Exactly. If he hadn't known she was dead, he would have said something else. He would have objected the moment Kay suggested we go through the door.
That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna?
But he said nothing. Almost as if he never expected her to be there in the first place. Now why would he do that? I can think of 2 reasonable explanations. Either Luna was already dead when Dio entered room 2 in the crew quarters. Or he killed her himself.
Yep.
If the latter was correct, however, I suspect he would have behaved differently. If Dio had killed Luna, he would have made sure to do something that he thought would cast suspicion off of himself. Most likely, he would have asked about her absence.
Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the white doors without her.
Although it clearly wouldn't provide an ironclad alibi, I imagine he'd think it would make him less suspicious. That's why it's relevant that he said nothing about Luna. Of course, this doesn't mean he's innocent of killing her, but it does make it seem a lot less likely. So, if what I'm saying is correct, what does it mean?
That when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Exactly. Clover also has a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yeah. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right?
Okay.
We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. Guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so.
here?
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yeah.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. Alice? Luna? The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just a strange cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that cold creeping in around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them except the bathroom. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. If I turned and headed for the door at the far end, I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. The first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it in the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away on my ribs and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah, I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They've been trapped here when the door's closed.
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
There's a cut on Tomioji's left hand. Looks like it's probably from a knife or something. Similar? Must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. Don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated end.
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
I think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink.
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
Find something?
Yeah.
If I had bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. Cyan bracelet. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet down here? Wait, no, hold on. Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off.
No, this can't be happening. Not
Hey,
Quark.
Sigma, calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead. In
But-
fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope.
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Junior told us that they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? Oh, that's impossible too. Zero Junior said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Huh? Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen? Ow.
That's enough!
Sheesh.
Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
I wanted to ask if Shima and Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first. Clues
What kind of clues?
to who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
Quark's bracelet, Clover, and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's
I
wrong?
can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it?
Right.
You think the killer took
I
it?
don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Phi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine the corpse. Then after a moment I saw her hand stop.
Look. See her thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Yeah, it does.
Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
It's written in blood. It must be Tenmyoji's.
It says 016.
What is that?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use. Can't remember.
Just get my hopes up.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who killed her.
016, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dia. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean...
No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Damn it. This is hopeless. Can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AV room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But when would she have done it? We don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? Footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. But now you'll never know for sure. Alex's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who's Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist and why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries. Mysteries! Mysteries! I feel like my head's about to explode. Please fly. Give me something. Anything? A clue, a hint. Come on, you've got to have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to
That's
test.
it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint.
So
you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything is glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean... the rec room? Vi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. Damn. Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think, was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect the brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain has released a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, the loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say the two species of animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species of A feels pain, but species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, species A is eliminated, and only species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th undivided player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There's no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. After the end of the second round of the hippie game, Fi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No, wait. There had been one time when I wasn't watching. A few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. If the round trip took about a minute and she'd killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? Might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it would have been much longer. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Oh, my bad. Find anything?
Yeah.
What'd you find?
2 things, actually.
Whoa.
Take a look at this.
Oh, looking. A knife.
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade, too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I'd guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Yeah, that's it. Luna scanned the old woman's body. Those were the numbers they gave us for the wound.
Right, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
Right.
So if they matched, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman?
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have
He
it?
must have gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her? That's what happened. Why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later?
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found 2 things. There was the knife and... this.
Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Gollum Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it, just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah.
And now Dio's got it. So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait, Kay's key?
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Yeah, so that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, I shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But...
It's no good. Can't get it open.
why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something?
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped to pull something out of Kay's robes.
Look,
What is it?
a spray bottle with luminol in it.
That's the one Timiyoshi
Yeah.
had. Then does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the scene?
We don't know yet.
Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for a luminol reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
Spit everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
The underside of his bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose
We've
blood?
seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
That is the old woman, Alice and Tenmyoji.
Right.
Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have put
That
on
would
it?
have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yep.
Oh wait, are you saying that Dio is yours?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Then you killed
Kay,
Dio.
perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descent of species B? Nothing. Forget about it. Anyways, your senior was Dio, then...
All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
An Ambidex gate has been opened.
Excuse me?
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Say what now? What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible. Orc? Orc open the gate?
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
I know I'm coming. Damn it. There's no one here. They run off?
Why would they run away?
Well, if I know. How did Quark open the Navy gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
You must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lens or an axe.
That's impossible. You're being an idiot. It's much more likely he found the key card after they died.
Oh. Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Do you know something I don't? The room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move. Director's office. Door says director's
Probably
office.
belongs to the director.
Oh, but it has one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one and say stuff like action, or cut, or double decaf chai soy latte now.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
Yeah? Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, what is your seniors in there waiting for us?
That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right. Okay, we're gonna open
You don't
it.
need to keep asking me if...
Ooh. That one. Huh?
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell's this?
A lion.
This
A
biting.
sun?
There's a couple of fields where user ID and a
We probably
password.
can't use it unless we know what those are.
What does it
Sure.
mean?
I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
I turned and headed off towards the bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento Mori, the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death. The ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember death? What the hell's that? Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. I got nothing. I got nothing. It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. To be continued. This one took a while.